You know, I did some stat tracking of Baker Mayfield versus Joe Burrow, right? Joe Burrow and Baker Mayfield. Everyone's talking about Joe Burrow, this, how great he is. Well, let's do the stats. After 9 games, the Cleveland Browns were 4-5 under the tutelage of Baker Mayfield. And they should have been 5-4. They got robbed of the Raiders game. We got robbed of that fucking game. And we should have won that Tampa Bay game. We had lost in overtime. What's his name? Missed a kick, would have won it. But we should have been 6-3. But we were 4-5. We got robbed of the Raiders game. And I looked at Burrow's got 12 TDs and 5 interceptions. Baker had 17 TDs and 7 interceptions. And this is coming from a team that was 0-16 the previous year and won 1 game in the previous 2 years. So everyone's acting like, this Joe Burrow is so much better than Baker Mayfield, when in reality he's having not as good as a year's Baker. I mean, Baker was 4-5. Burrow's 2-6-1. He had 12 TDs and 5 interceptions. Mayfield was 17-7. And Mayfield, we're coming from a team that lost 16 games the season prior. They were 0-16. And I'm not saying Joe Burrow's not good. I like Joe Burrow. But to sit there and just disregard what Baker Mayfield did his rookie year as compared to Joe Burrow, it's relevant. You got to think about this. Because a year from now, they may be putting Joe Burrow in the grave saying, he's terrible. But will they? Burrow might have a bad second year, and they'll be like, it's just, freshman. But Baker Mayfield had a bad year. They threw him under the bus. They said he was horrible. So if you look at after 9 games, Baker Mayfield and Joe Burrow, I think Burrow has the leadage in yardage. I'm not sure. I haven't really checked that, but I just checked the bigger numbers. Mayfield was 4-5, and Burrow was 2-6-1. And we were coming from an 0-16 team. 1-31 the previous 2 years. So I'd have to say Baker Mayfield's definitely had a better first 9 games of his career than Joe Burrow, by far. And they're acting like... Baker Mayfield's chopped liver now in his third year? Yeah, third year. I think he's playing pretty good considering. 4 coaching changes or 3 coaching changes, 4 different offensive coordinators. I'm back on the Baker Mayfield wagon. I believe that Baker Mayfield will be a fucking key factor in the Browns making a playoff run. I do. And guess what? If it doesn't happen, if Baker falters, then we got to look elsewhere. But I just want to say, Baker Mayfield right now, after his first 9 games compared to Joe Burrow, Baker was a better quarterback. Trust me. So I want you guys to look at them stats. Baker was 4-5, and we got robbed of that Raiders game. We had that first down. They robbed us, and we lost in overtime. So I just wanted to give you guys that. Joe Burrow's good, there's no doubt. But Mayfield, in his rookie year, he played better than Burrow. He was a different quarterback his rookie year. I'll tell you right now, if you look at him Sunday, the way he stepped up in the pocket and made that 3rd and 18 throw to Rashard Higgins, his happy feet, they seem to be gone. Coincidental that Beckham's out? I don't think so. I think without Beckham in the lineup, it's one less thing he has to worry about.